Morning everyone, another great day in dog trapping land. They're predicting rain in a couple of days, so it might cut short our second program, but this one's been successful. 10 dogs, 9 pigs, a few deer. We're doing okay. Haven't caught a cat yet, but we might fix that soon. Anyhow, let's go out here and check the Stallion Dam. No activity there, nothing at all on the trail camera, like literally nothing at all. Yeah, nothing's been back past those sets. But we have picked up, what's that, 6 dogs, I think, out of this pack. When I took the Reconyx camera down yesterday to recharge batteries and check the card again, guess what we've got? This old nasty guy, this old raider. Now, this is the sort of pig that you'd only see at like 2 o'clock in the morning. They are so cunning. They come out when it suits them, when they feel safe, and then they disappear back. Now you can walk your creeks and get on them. If I had enough time, I'd start walking that area with, especially with Waylon, because he could handle that pig. But I've got to be really careful that I don't put young Mossy on him, because you look at the set of tusks on this pig. One hit up the ribs of Mossy and he could kill her. And she's just dumb enough at the moment that she wouldn't respect a pig like that until it hit her. So she's got to have a lot more training on medium-sized pigs like what she got yesterday before I trust her on a boar. She really needs a couple of good hits up the ribs by a sow too, so that she learns to keep a distance. Okay, we can see that boar pig came right in here. If you didn't see the photos, you wouldn't know, but right there is where he had a good piss right there. You see the mark of it. I can't smell it. I know he stood here and took another leak, and he put his foot in here. Now there's cattle tracks. But I saw that pig put its foot right in close. These have been disturbed. The squeak is still working beautifully, still working really well. But I'd say that's his track there. He's put a foot just this side of the pan. And because he's long enough, big enough, he stood just this side of the pan and put his nose in towards that squeaker and had a good look at it. So it survived the best intentions of a big boar pig, which is interesting. There's another mark there, so that's, I think, where he's probably put his other foot. So he's sort of stood like that. Interesting. I put it right in close, thinking that I'd catch a dog and keep the cattle off it, which it did. So we caught the one dog here, and actually we caught 2 off here. So it's worked well. Squeaker's still working well. This is our 7th checking morning 7. So this has been 8 days working now, still squeaking spot on. And we know it's got the dogs, it's had 6 dogs right here, with the one caught in here and the other 5 around it. And it's had a boar pig right at it. So it's certainly got the attention, but it's also got the attention of the cattle. There's more cattle coming in now. But I'll just set that back like that a little bit. And you never know, we might pick up another dog on here yet. Righto, we're back on the main thoroughfare that goes through the middle of this property. And this is where you've got to be careful when you're trapping that you stay within the rules, stay within the law. It's difficult because this is a surveyed road. So it's a council road. It's not fenced. It's got cattle either side, horses, whatever else. But by rights, when I get to here, I should have my firearms locked away, bolts out, everything like that. And I do. If I'm going on any distance along a road like this, you pull up, you take the bolts out, take the mags out, put the guns out of sight, put your seat belt on, put a chain on the dogs. But when it's only like 500 metres or a kilometre, you usually take the chance because you usually never ever see another person on these roads unless it's one of the people working on the property. What we find here, most of the local police are really, really good people. And I'm not just saying that to try and win favour. No, they're good blokes, good girls. They got a tough job to do. I wouldn't have their job for a gold clock. No. You know, arriving at a scene of a crime when there's somebody dead or a car accident, when there's kids involved, anything like that. Like these people, I just don't know how they do it. You know, they're heroes. And most of the local police are very practical people. Like I was heading into one of the local towns here one night, and I had a trailer fuse blow, shorting some of my wires. And all of a sudden I lost all the trailer brakes. It just happened to be in peak hour traffic for this area, which is when the mines change shift. And there was like, 10 mine vehicles, coal mine vehicles up my tail. So all I could do is put the hazard lights on my vehicle and just try and find a place to get off the road. Anyway, there was this truck stop come up, a truck, parking area. And as I wheeled to go into there, I saw the siren go on behind us, and the lights. I thought, oh no, busted, we're down. Anyway, I pulled up, got out, and the local guy come over and he said, "Did you realise you got no brakes, mate? No trail lights?" I said, "Yep, having a disaster, mate. I had to get off the road as quick as I could." He said, "Yeah, I see that." He said, he said, "I've been tailing you now for about 2 or 3 Ks. And he said, "You did the right thing, good on you." He said, "I'm not going to book you for this." He said, "Because you've, acted responsibly." Good on you, mate. He said, "Yeah, I'm going home to," I think he said he was going back to put the footy on and grab a beer. I thought, "You're my type of cop. You're a good guy." I said, "I'll catch you around somewhere. I owe you a beer." So I sat there until I could get that truck fixed. I fixed it before I moved and did the right thing. And that's what it's basically all about, is being responsible. Wipe your own butts. Be responsible for your own actions. Okay, dogs, here is the first test. Nothing but a little bit. Dang. The trap's intact. I'll check the other traps, and then I'll make a decision on this one, because there is a track there, but I think it's an old track. It might be worth just setting something extra up here, changing the scents. We'll see, but let's check the other traps first. I only think there's another dog, only one more dog here anyway. So we'll check right through, then we'll come back. This is the trap set that I was hoping that we'd get something. Look ahead, right up there ahead, and we've got a dog. You see it already, did you, Mossy? That's at 100 metres. Okay, I was hoping to pick a dog up in this trap. This is where the kangaroo had been shifted yesterday, and we put a blind trap in here, and we've definitely got one here. The blind set has worked well because that caught in the back foot. Sit, sit. Cattle have been here too. Mossy. Good girl. Righto. Mossy. That trap is still in place over there. I got him in a back foot. on the blind trap. Okay, it's good when a plan comes together. I shifted that trap, shifted one over here to the one side and put a blind one in, hoping I'd get him to come in. You know, if he scratched that other trap, he'd come in, he might start scratching again and put a back foot in. That's what he's done. Same age, same as the rest of them. I think this is another one of the big packs, so we're starting to work our way right through them now. Now, I've just noticed that the kangaroo carcass is gone. It's been shifted over here. We've got another dog. We've got another dog here for sure, or more. Now, I've had the second trap. I think what's happened, there's been another dog here that's pulled this away and it hasn't sort of, got near that other trap. Righto, okay, reset, go again. This trap was pinned down with two of those anchor screws. Right. One's still right in, the other one has come out a fraction. I'm just going to push it back in. And I'm going to go with that again. Okay, I'm going to take the chance that there's at least another dog here. I think there's probably a couple more. The remainder of the big pack we've been working on. So I've come about 2 kilometres, I suppose, from where we just caught that dog. And this is the set pattern that I've had trouble with the cattle. The cattle keep wrecking it. So I put the big branch up over the top of this one and the cattle haven't touched it since then. Okay, I've got the spine and the rib cage and head here of the Chittle hind that I shot last night, night before last. The dogs have had in the dog box and they've chewed all the cartilage off it and picked at it pretty well. But it's still something that will attract the dog. So what I think I'll do is I'll put it up here in this pile of logs, somewhere where it's high enough up that the birds, if they're here, the kite hawks or whatever, will sit up above it. But make it difficult enough that if a dog's trying to get at it, they will come around probably come around in under that log, and that's where that trap set is. With the thought being, if I caught one dog there, that's a great spot to catch its mate over there, off to one side a little bit. Okay, rocked in here to where we caught one of the dogs here a few days ago, and cattle have swamped this area, so there's the trap out. We'll reset and go again. Righto, dogs. Is our luck going to change here? This spot usually produces a dog. It's got to change. Come on, come on. No. There's not even a fresh dog track here. You know what's going on? It's just like as if the dogs are not coming to this part here, not coming down this gully yet. Like tomorrow, things might change and they might be here. How do you know? Now, as we go along here, I'm just refreshing these extra traps, just put a little bit of either gotcha, magnum call, magnagland, or fat, or urine, just whatever was on there before. I'm just refreshing it up with the same thing again. Just a little bit of a test. I suppose it's a little bit of a test that I run all the time to just see which one's working, because I've seen quite often you'll come in an area and one scent will work. It'll crack. It'll really go. And the next time you go to use it, you can't catch a dog on it. Why that is, I don't really know. It's their feeding patterns. Is it time of the year? Is it they've had a bad experience maybe with that, and the pack leader won't let them go near it? There are a lot of different factors, but it's a good test just to go and just keep putting these out there, and I record it all on my Avenza, So I make sure I know what I've got. So far, urine, fat and the squeakers have worked for us. The newborn calf there, only a few days old. Right down the bottom end of this track, where it gets in under the base of this mountain, there's quite a big swamp system. And it's off the beaten track a bit. It's a dead end road, so not many people get down here, and I haven't been down here so far this trip. So it's going to be interesting to come down here and see if we see any sign. There's quite a few cows here with small calves, which is interesting. They seem to be hanging around here now. The wind's not too bad. I might just sit here for a little bit and see if anything walks out. A lot of lantana down this side. Big temptation for these dogs to go down and have, I won't say the word, B-O-G-E-Y. If I said the word, they'd be gone, but they're just waiting for the command, either pig or B-O-G-E-Y. I made the decision, as much as I'd like to put the dogs out into that lantana down there, if this big boar that we've seen on trail cam, if he's there, I'm not putting young Mossy in there, any of the dogs, but the two older fellas have got their clues about them, where she could go there and actually get, badly ripped up in that sort of stuff. So I think I'll just say the magic word instead. Bogey. 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 Bog. Bogey bog. Bogey bog. Well, that's the most obvious section. If a dog was coming past, it's the most obvious section that you'd probably visit. Not a dog track there until these guys arrived. A few pig tracks, but not much. Not much at all.